My name is Pastor Robbie Giffen, and I have had the privilege of serving Lawrence First Church of the Nazarene since 2003 as an associate pastor, but since 2018 as the lead pastor. And I have to tell you, this is a healthy and thriving congregation, and it's a thriving congregation because of God's guidance, God's leading, but also because of the obedience and the faithfulness of His people through the years. That obedience and that faithfulness began in the summer of 1910 when the Reverend Ira and Mrs. Stevens attended a holiness camp meeting in North Lawrence. Well, they returned from that and they were so excited to share what they had heard with their congregation that the congregation threw them out. They threw them out because of their light on holiness. Well, they desired to have a church and to be a part of the Church of the Nazarene, so they called upon the Reverend C.B. Jernigan from the Oklahoma district. And he sent the Reverend Joseph Speaks up to Lawrence, Kansas, and along with 12 charter members, the Church of the Nazarene was born right here in this community. Not only that, but this was the first church organized officially on the Kansas City district. Well, through the years, there were many different buildings, and those buildings saw people saved, saw people sanctified. About 25 years ago, the church settled on its current location here, and what happened was really cool. Our reach was expanded to more than just Lawrence, and now we serve the communities of Eudora, of Wellsville, of Baldwin, of Ottawa, Perry-Lecompton, still the city of Lawrence, but also the rural areas of Douglas County. Well, God has continued to be faithful because the reach was expanded not just geographically. We felt called to really serve the Spanish-speaking community. So we now have 3 services. We have a service at noon that's in Spanish, and we're just thrilled with what God is doing through that 3rd service. Well, we are humbled by what God has done in the first 114 years of Lawrence First Church of the Nazarene. And we are full of hope, but also full of a deep sense of responsibility as we anticipate what God is going to do in the coming decades and the centuries ahead through Lawrence First Church of the Nazarene.